Welcome to Road Rush Nation. Today, we're going to check out the 2023 Breakout with that 117 motor. And I'm going to give you my honest opinion of this. So hang out and check out this new cruiser for 2023. Hello and welcome to Road Rush Nation. I'm Terry, your host here, and thank you so much for coming by and checking out the channel. We really appreciate it. If you like what you see, please give us a thumbs up. And if you'd like to be a member of the nation, it's free. Just hit that subscribe button. So today's episode is going to be a review on the 2023 Breakout with that 117 motor. I'm going to give you my honest opinion of this. But first, I'd like to share what Harley put out on their reveal.
I think if you gave the average person a pencil and a piece of paper and asked them to draw a motorcycle, they're probably going to draw you a Breakout. It's the quintessential Harley Davidson silhouette. Long, raked out, that chopper look. It's low slung to the ground. So we first saw Breakout in 2013. We've now completely reinvented the model and it's better than ever. We used to have a 3.5 gallon tank. We've moved to a 5 gallon tank. We've put in the 117 powertrain. This gives you 101 horsepower, 123 foot-pounds of torque. So we have this 240 millimeter rear tire, and then we have this larger front wheel. We have these 26-spoke roulette wheels. Now, both standing still or moving down the road, these wheels look absolutely magnificent, and they really set off the bike. Breakout fans are huge chrome fans, so again, it was really important to us that this bike was just covered in chrome. That orange has these wonderful finishes, beautiful, deep, rich paintwork. The Softail chassis gives an amazing performance with the suspension, so it's much more comfortable. You have traction control and ABS, you have cruise control available, so you have all of the modern conveniences that you want as a rider in 2023 without having to compromise on that classic style that we know our riders love so much. I would say Breakout is loud in all of the good ways. It will attract all of the right kind of attention. When you bring a bike like this into a fuel station or up to a cafe, you're going to have a crowd around you.
So that's what Harley had to say in their ad, but let's take a look at the website and really break down the Breakout. First of all, I have to say I'm pretty happy with how this looks. So let's talk about some key features. You've got the bright new look. I do like the paint scheme that they've put onto this. The black, the orange. There are other options on this, but it does give it a nice look. The forks, I like the black with the chrome. That's a pretty sweet look. It's got an improvised Harley Davidson Softail chassis. Gotta love the Softails, but it still looks like that old hard time classic look. You've got the new seat, which I'm glad they improved that seat, but the big thing is they've got that 5-gallon fuel tank that they've improved when it was only 3 before. You can't go very far on a 3, especially when you're riding with a 117. So having the bigger tank gives you a longer range that you can go riding with. You got the 2-into-2 exhaust, which that exhaust is pretty sweet, but of course, that's one of the first things everybody changes. For some reason, we all change our exhaust on whatever bike it is. And then the wheels. I do like the looks of the wheels on this. It gives it a real sporty, cool, classic motorcycle look. So let's go ahead. Like I said, it's got the 117, not the 114, the 117. So if you were looking for that, the maximum, well, not maximum power, but that you can get from the stock bike, the 117 is it. If you didn't want to have the bagger and have the Ultra or get a CVO, that's got the 117, you can get it on this cruiser and you are hauling butt. I think it's great that you have the option besides having a bagger with the biggest motor. This is a lot lighter, we'll get into that in a minute, than an Ultra, so it can be hundreds of pounds difference, which makes a huge difference on the performance of the motor that you're going to have and that you're going to get out of it. It's got the heavy breather look. I'm not really a fan of the heavy breather, and the only reason is And that comes because I'm riding a bike for a different purpose. I'm touring on that bike. I'm riding cross country. You get caught in a rainstorm. Those are kind of a booger when in the rain just because it sucks in so much water. That's just the only thing I don't like about it. I do like that seat. I like the way it sits. I like how the rider sits on it. I think it's just a beautiful bike. So you've got a lot of different parts that you'll be able to get that are specific to just the Breakout. Of course, you've got your parts and accessories, which is always where we end up spending lots of money. But now let's get into the details of the bike. We've got our dimensions, our wheelbase, our length, that fuel capacity. You'll see it's sitting at 5 gallons now. And here's the biggie. Your weight in running order is 683. Well, my Street Glide's 850, something like that. So you're talking a couple hundred pounds different, which makes a difference on the performance. And again, you've got that 117. You want that bigger motor, the 117? If I didn't have the Street Glide, I would be going for the Breakout. This bike, I think, is awesome. As far as being something that's going to get you, that you want to zip around in, maybe not take long trips on, because I need bags, I need all to carry all that stuff. It does make it a little more awkward, but I think this is a fantastic bike. Now let's get into the real kicker, the pricing. You always know I love to go to the pricing and check things out. So the Vivid Black, which I told you is the baseline for all bikes, that's when they start saying, here's the MSRP that it's starting at. It's going to be for Vivid Black. You'll see it's at $29.99. $21,000, like an extra buck is going to make a big difference. Then you've got the orange, which is going to be $21,524. There's more colors that are available than just that, those two. You've got your cruise control. California emissions, always got to pay for those if you're in California. Your freight cost and your surcharge. So whatever that you're looking at, remember, you're going to always have those added extra. Now, dealers will work with you on some of those prices that they can. They can't necessarily work here sometime, but they can work on other things. When you're negotiating out your prices, and maybe you've got a bunch of accessories you want to put on, and it adds up, they can work on that. That's more flexible because that's within the dealership. There's certain guidelines that Harley puts out that they can't mess with, but they can mess with certain things, like maybe it would be your shop fee or your accessories, or even if you're getting an extended maintenance plan, they can give you some deals on that. So it can bring the parts down for you. So let's take one quick last look at the Breakout here. You'll see that it comes in a basic Vivid. There's your Vivid Black. Once the darn computer, the wheel of death there gets going. There it is. So you've got the Vivid Black, which is the starting price. It does not add any to the extra price. Actually looks kind of good with those orange highlights. You've got a black denim that adds $525 to the price. Then of course there's that, it's called Baja Orange, that adds $525 to the price. Personally, this is my favorite. I really like that combination. And then it's got a silver, then we have a silver metallic, which is $525. So just remember, if you choose a different color, it's going to add more. But personally, that Baja Orange, that's pretty sweet. Thank you again for stopping by. Hopefully you found this interesting. If you're looking at the Breakout, go for it. I haven't seen it in person yet. I'm looking forward to it. But if you have and you've test rode it, please leave some comments down below to help others out that are maybe you're looking at this bike. Again, thanks for stopping by here at Road Rush Nation. If you liked what you saw, please give us a thumbs up. And if you'd like to join the nation, remember, it's free. All you have to do is hit that subscribe button. Again, thanks. And hopefully we will see you next week.